This is my speech on cancer caregiver today. I have my audience here. I only have 3 because that's all the people we have in Florida. My wife, her daughter, and her boyfriend, and if the 2 dogs count. But that's as big a crowd as I could get. So, I'd like to share something with you today that is very near and dear to my heart. My hope is that my personal experiences will help inform you more on this topic. We see this on TV commercials daily, and you probably know someone that has it. I know I did, but really didn't know much about it because it never affected me directly. See, we hear and see things every day that have no real meaning because we've never experienced it firsthand. So I'm going to share with you today what it's like to deal with the C word in your life. Yes, cancer, and how it relates to being a caregiver for someone fighting cancer. My goal is to help new caregivers understand what lies in front of them, what their duties and responsibilities will be, while at the same time informing others that may know a caregiver, helping them to understand the additional stresses that people may be dealing with emotionally and physically on a daily basis. Just to be clear, I'm not the one with cancer, but I'm a caregiver for my beautiful wife Melissa, who has had stage 4 cancer for just over 2 years now. I was her husband first, but now I've taken on the role as her caregiver. What I have found to be the biggest challenge of being a caregiver is the mental challenges you're faced with while the patient experiences an emotional roller coaster of unknowns and uncertainties. Together with the patient, you will feel many emotions, sometimes sadness, disbelief, anxiety, fear, or even anger. You will probably question everything you know about life, and sometimes even your faith. You will get anxious, waiting for lab results, and feel joy and happiness at every glimmer of hope and positive news. I actually found that my wife got what they call white coat syndrome the first few months. Her heart rate would actually climb just before her appointments with oncologists from anxiety and wondering if the doctor had good or bad news that day. You will find yourself uncertain about everything, but your strength comes from everything you learn from those challenges. You just have to be open-minded, ready to help the patient work through those difficult times. Turn fear into fuel. Staying focused and determined is the key to finding answers and conquering those uncertainties. Personally, I start out each day giving thanks that my wife is still here for me to take care of, to love, and to make new memories with. You too will become the patient's #1 rock and support. So being there for them emotionally, physically, as well as mentally is very important. You will become that person's eyes, their ears, and at many times their voice. You will need to learn to become proactive. Almost everything we have accomplished to this date has been from us asking questions from research we've done together. You will also be the one to help advocate for their needs, help communicate with doctors and staff, assist in insurance claims and financial needs. In addition to whatever your day job may be, being a caregiver is also a full-time job. You must always be informed, keeping track of medications, their side effects, appointments, lab results, and other medical needs. You must know everything the patient is dealing with at all times. Also remember, one of the most important jobs as a caregiver is your own health and well-being. Sometimes you may need to focus on yourself. In order to give 100%, you got to be at 100%. You must remain strong in every sense. You must be healthy, physically and emotionally strong, even if that requires seeking your own emotional support group. I found myself eating better, working out, making sure I stayed far away from anyone I knew that was sick, or even coughing. Cancer patients have very weak immune systems from all their treatments, so even the common cold can put them in the emergency room. I even started taking vitamins and supplements daily to boost my immune system to lessen my risk of sickness. The last thing I wanted to do was unnecessarily make my wife sicker. By now, you are probably wondering if there's anything positive about cancer. My wife was diagnosed in November 2016. Tomorrow is April 2019. Looks like we crushed her 6 to 12 month prognosis. She had a pain pump surgically. She had a pain pump surgically inserted into her spine. Sounds horrible, but this gave her back enough quality of life that she started working again as a traveling nurse, helping other people just like her. She is now on her second clinical trial, targeted at genetic mutation level. Her last scan just showed a 28% reduction in tumor size. We also just moved into our first house together. We have also rediscovered our faith and have gotten more involved in the church, and are now planning on doing a medical mission trip later this year. And the list goes on. Thank you for your time and attention today.